All right, this video has been in high demand. People want to know the best places to live in West Michigan. I'm going to be covering my personal favorite places in no particular order, and it's coming up right now. For things to do and sights to see, you are now watching Live Great TV, and I am your official host to Living Great in Grand Rapids and the West Michigan area. My name is Vaughn Greathouse. Hey, if you want to know more about the Grand Rapids area and what it's like to live, work, and have fun in West Michigan, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you don't miss out on all the brand new videos that I'll be putting out each and every week, because I love making these videos. But even more than that, as a licensed real estate agent in the state of Michigan, I love helping you guys make that transition over to the West Michigan area. So that name and that email coming across your screen right now is my direct contact info. And yes, I'm the one who answers those calls. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out. I'll be glad to help. And with that being said, let's get into the video. All right, folks, so this is the homeland. This is where I was born and raised at. I'm in Holland, Michigan, and the cool thing about this town is that it's a very traditional town. It's a very traditional style town, yet they're doing updates to the area all the time. This, for instance, is the City Hall building and firehouse that was founded, I believe, in 1884. This is a really awesome place. It's always been here as long as I've been alive. It's a really cool part of downtown. They recently opened up a Courtyard Marriott, which is downtown, and during the summertime they'll have a fountain going, one of the splash pads for the kids to come and enjoy. The great thing about Holland is the streets are heated here, so whenever you're coming out into Holland, you'll never see any snow on the ground. It's snowing today, yet you cannot see any snow on the ground, which is one of the only places in America that actually has heated streets. It's a really unique feature to the town. A lot of things that we take pride of in the Holland, Michigan area. And quite honestly, I'm proud too. So Hope College is here. They have one of a great colleges. Hope College is a Christian college that we always used to go to when I was a kid. Another thing is they have the Knickerbocker Theater, which is right behind me. Also, a lot of breweries are here. So they have the New Holland Brewing Company, which came out when I was like 15, which is actually one of my first jobs. They have the Cara, which is an Irish bar with some really great Irish food, so you want to check that out when you're here. They have a new theater that they just put in, which is called Perry. There's a new theater right across from the police station. It's just an awesome place to grow up, an awesome place to be. You get to enjoy that really small town feel and enjoy a lot of what this place has to offer. Now, the median price in Holland is about $269,000. That's just your average home in the area. It's your 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot house that you'll really get to enjoy in this area. Some bigger, some smaller. It's all going to depend on the location that you're in when you're in Holland. So taking that into account, it's definitely going to play a role, because there's some really expensive houses and there's some really inexpensive houses. So I'm going to show you guys around so you can check out Holland, see what you think for yourself. All right, so right now I am in Hudsonville, Michigan. This is a really great part of town. I know I say that a lot. However, Hudsonville is one of West Michigan's fastest growing cities and the 3rd largest city in Ottawa County. Now, there's a lot of really great things about Hudsonville. Hudsonville has a lot of huge attractions. I wouldn't say huge, but I would say a lot of great attractions to it. It's a small town, probably about 8,000 people. However, there's a couple of things unique about Hudsonville. Hudsonville has a lot of new builds in the area. As you can see, I'm in one of the newer developments, but then in the older side of Hudsonville, You're seeing a lot of ranches. I was driving through today and I saw a lot of ranch style homes. Hudsonville is located about 15 miles south of Grand Rapids. It's like literally the perfect position between Holland and Grand Rapids. So it's an older town, but it's still a great town. I also want to mention that the average price point in Hudsonville is about $310,000. Now in the development that I'm in right now, the average price point is about $350,000. So you're seeing some in the higher fours, 500, but then you're seeing some in the 150s, 175 in the older towns. Now that's if you can find one. It's very competitive here. A lot of people want to be here. It's easy to see why Hudsonville is one of the best places to live in West Michigan. You can really enjoy it out here in Hudsonville. So if you got family in Grand Rapids, you don't want to be too far. If you got family in Holland, you don't want to be too far. Hudsonville is the perfect place to live and you really enjoy it. Okay, we made it over to Kentwood. Kentwood is one of the most talked about areas in Grand Rapids. It's right outside of Grand Rapids. It's located 10 miles outside of Grand Rapids, a little more east and south. It is a great place. I would say Kentwood is going to be the first home oasis. That's the first thing that comes to mind because you can get an upscale home for a great price. Right now, I am in Bailey's Grove, which is one of the most popular places in Kentwood to live. A lot of people don't like to leave here, but the houses hold value really well. Well-built homes. You can get them within the range of $300,000, $275,000 on a good day. Knowing more about this area is really awesome. And as you can see behind me, great built homes, great structure, good environment, a lot of residential. You have places to go and eat and hang out and whatnot. The main strip is right around 44th Street, which is a pretty busy road. There's a lot of shops, a lot of car wash, gas stations and things like that. Another part of Kentwood is definitely going to be the schools. Kentwood schools is always very competitive. So the sports programs in Kentwood are top of the line. You're really close to Grand Rapids. You're also really close to Highway 96, which takes you right to Detroit. So a good thing about the Kentwood area is the airport. Now, the airport, if you've been there, it's very easy to get around. You won't get lost. Knowing that the airport is really close, when you come into town, one of the first cities you're actually gonna pass is going to be Kentwood. So you'll get to see a little bit about Kentwood and what it's like, and gotta check out Kentwood. All right, you guys, so right now, the next place is going to be Byron Ctr, Caledonia area. Now, a lot of homes in these areas are very coveted. The average price home in Byron Ctr is around $340-something thousand. Knowing that it's I guess you could say it's more, the area is more of like a luxury. In Byron Ctr itself, there are only about 7,000 people. So knowing that, and the average median income in the area is around 111,000, 115,000, a lot of these people have some nice houses. So as you can see, just walking through one of the neighborhoods and wanted to give you guys an idea of what to expect in Byron Ctr. It's an awesome opportunity to get a house that has a really big lot, get that bang for your buck. If you're really going to spend the $600,000-$700,000 range for a newer home, you're gonna get a lot of land. As you can see behind me, they have wood. They're spaced out really well in between some of the areas. Some of the highlights about Byron Ctr is that, you know, it's a little country, but at the same time, you get a lot of this type of flavor. A lot of homes in the area that are old, that are newer, but yet are out in the country. So you get that, I don't know, a lot of people just really enjoy being out here. And as you can see, as I walk through the neighborhood, it's just something about being in this type of environment that people really love. They love their house. I just wanted to walk through the neighborhood, show you guys around so you can see exactly what it's like to be in Byron Ctr. If this is the place that you enjoy, this is definitely on my list, one of the best places to live in West Michigan. So I just wanted to get you guys caught up to speed with that. This is Byron Ctr. All right, you guys, so right now I am in Ada, Michigan. Now, Ada, Michigan is definitely one of the best places to live in the West Michigan area, and there's a lot of reason for that. Ada is actually one of the best places as far as some of the schools in the area. There's 3 main schools that are in the Ada area, Cascade area, Ada area, and that's going to be, number 1 is Forest Hills Central, Forest Hills Northern, and Forest Hills Eastern. As soon as you come to Ada, you definitely know you're in Ada. It has its own style, its own flavor. It's very welcoming. This is more of an upscale area. So if you're looking for a home somewhere in that $450 to $500 range, that's exactly what you're gonna find when you come to Ada. It sits right by the Thornapple River, which is right behind me, as well as the Grand River. This right over here is definitely the general store, the Ada General Store. They have 2 downtowns, and one of which is still under construction at this current time. It is January 2022. Happy New Year to you guys who are watching this. But right behind me, you can see there's a crane back there, and they have a bunch of new shops opening, a bunch of new places. What they wanted to do was attract more people to the Ada area, Cascade area, so that way you have more to do, more to see in the area. It's only about 6 miles east of downtown Grand Rapids, which you can easily get to. Now, the thing about the homes in the area, like I was saying, is you're gonna find those bigger homes. You're gonna find those estate properties and homes with land, homes that have been custom built. You're going to find a lot of those type of homes in this area, and it's a more established area. Being in the Ada area has its own feel. It has its own flavor. It is one of my favorite places to live. There's a bunch of boutique shops. Shopping is a huge thing around here, so it's only right that they put more of the downtown area and start expanding that. Finding a home in this area, building a custom home is definitely going to be the type of home that you'll find in the Ada Cascade area. So I just wanted to kind of break that down to you so you have a good idea of what to expect when you come to the Ada Cascade area. All right, you guys, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm gonna give this heartfelt synopsis on why I really love living in Grand Rapids area. The convenience of living in Grand Rapids is so awesome. Literally being downtown, if you live downtown or you're near downtown, all the communities are literally walking distance. If you can walk a mile or 2, you can get to where you need to go. Not to forget to mention that we have the Dash, which literally just goes all through downtown that you can ride on for free, completely free, get around town, and it's very, very convenient. Everything is within arm's reach. There's a lot of shops. There's Meijer, which is one of our grocery stores. There's Walgreens. There's a lot of different drugstores nearby, Dollar General, all sorts of places that you're able to go to, and it's all within your reach. You don't have to have a car if you live downtown, so it's a really, really great thing. Now, another part of that convenience is going to be the fact that it is located almost directly in between Detroit, the city, and Chicago, the city. We're right near West Michigan. You literally have 2 of the most awesome cities in the US right within 2 hours or 3 hours, and you have Lake Michigan right there. So it is literally the best place to go, and it's kind of tucked away. I mean, there's not a ton of people that live here, so if you're in a crowded place, you're definitely going to get away from all the commotion and be able to have some of that privacy, have some of these lots that are a lot bigger. It's a growing city, but at the same time, there's a lot of room here. The prices aren't that bad for homes. I just did a recent video on the cost of living out here, and the average price of a home is about $315,000. So if you really are interested in getting to an area where it's cost effective, convenient, the community's there for you, there's a ton of activities to do. Grand Rapids is an awesome place to come. So if you guys have any questions in regards to that, those are my reasons why you need to move to Grand Rapids. All right, you guys, we might be a little shaky. However, I am on the way to one of my favorite places in West Michigan. I'm going to Saugatuck. And Saugatuck is one of those towns that you definitely don't forget when you come to Michigan. It's a highlight. It's somewhere I go every single summer. Best summers out there by far. So I'm gonna get some gas and then we're going to Saugatuck. Let's check it out. All right, you guys, so I'm walking through one of the neighborhoods in Saugatuck where the median home price in Saugatuck is, according to Realtor.com, is $569,000 for the median price in this town. So just to get a good idea of what some of the area looks like, I just want to kind of walk through some of the neighborhoods, show you exactly what it's like to be in Saugatuck. It's very quaint. A lot of people who have been here have lived here for years. They got family here, and it's one of those places where you visit, you just don't want to leave, ultimately because of just the food that's here. The atmosphere is just so inviting. You have such a good time, literally you don't want to go. So between the bed and breakfasts, the ship and shore, and just different places where you can stay at night, sometimes you have such a good time, especially even with the nightlife here for those who are 21 and up and just like to have a good time. It's an awesome place. Here's another smaller home behind me, but then again right across the street you have some bigger homes as well. There are homes on the lake, just every type of living. It is not city, so if you like city, it's definitely not it. It's one of those towns that's almost like a nook. When you go there, it's just like a good getaway. I just wanted to show you guys what it's like in Saugatuck, so when you come to visit, you kind of have a heads up, you know exactly what to expect when you're out here. This place is really cool as far as some of the homes that you'll see. Some of the houses are like, you see this one here, it's kind of like that postmodern farm style yet updated, but then it's actually next to a farmhouse, which is super cool. You have an older style home down like this one behind me, as well as another one here. Just a lot of culture in this town. So if you're thinking of Saugatuck as a place to be, this is definitely on my list just because I like it. And that's pretty much it. So let's go. All right, you guys, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really wanted to go above and beyond to get you the exact experience of what it's like to be in those places. I tried my best. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I put my name and my email right in the contact info so you guys can get a hold of me. I get calls all the time and I absolutely love it. I invite it. I want you guys to feel like, you know what, I can call this guy. I can really see exactly more about this area as I'm getting ready to move. So for things to do and sights to see, this is Live Great TV, and I am your official host to Living Great in Grand Rapids and the West Michigan area. My name is Vaughn, Greathouse. Hey, like I said, if you want to know more about the Grand Rapids area, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you don't miss out on all the brand new videos that I'll be putting out each and every week. I love getting this content out to you guys. So that name and that email coming across the screen right now is my direct contact info. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out. And with that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.